Hey guys, welcome back to Danganronpa, Trigger Happy Havoc. In this episode, we're gonna be investigating Chiro Fujisaki's style, and I don't want to do it. Okay. All the life has drained from her body. All that's left is her corpse. Fujisaki's corpse. The more I look at it, the more bizarre it seems. So this is Genocider Show's work. But we haven't concluded that Genocider Show is responsible? Is that what you're trying to say? I wouldn't be so sure about that. There's also this thing. There's blood spatter on the poster. It must have happened when the killer attacked Fujisaki. It looks deliberate to me, to be totally honest with you. Alright. The phrase bloodbath fever is written on the wall in blood. What the heck does bloodbath fever even mean? Oh my god, they beat him with the fucking thing. The thing. There's a fresh looking blood stain on the carpet. This must have happened during the murder. Like the thing. They used the dumbbell to kill him. There's a dumbbell on the floor. And there's blood on it. There's blood on the dumbbell. The Monokuma file says her cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head, which would make this dumbbell the murder weapon? That's the only reasonable conclusion. Alright, so load a dumbbell into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu. Alright, I can talk to Sakura. Let's see what she has to say. I can hardly believe Fujisaki was murdered in this very changing room. I was just here yesterday. I do wonder why she was killed in a changing room of all places. Actually, no. It's also possible she was killed somewhere else and brought here after the fact. Indeed, she is rather light. It would not be difficult to move her body after killing her. However, I believe she brought herself here on her own 2 feet. What makes you think that? These past few days, she frequently spoke of wanting to strengthen her body. So you think Fujisaki came here to work out? But the Monokuma file says she was killed at approximately 2 a.m. Would she really be working out that late? She was likely trying to avoid running into Asahina or myself. We often work out here during the day. She was avoiding you? Both Asahina and I invited her to work out with us on numerous occasions, but she always refused. I can only assume she was avoiding us. So she came here to work out by herself in the middle of the night? I find it hard to believe she was alone. She wanted to start working out, but she said she was unable to do so by herself. She said she wanted someone to assist her. So you're saying Fujisaki came to the changing room to work out in secret in the middle of the night, and she didn't come alone? It is a possibility. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, I think I might know why. I think I might actually know kind of why this happened. That kid had one hell of a complex about being weak. You heard, didn't you? Always saying, I've got to get stronger. I do remember her saying that, yeah. Kid was trying to build some muscle, get stronger. And then this. Though, was there really any need for her to get stronger in the first place? You said it yourself. There's nothing wrong with girls being weak. Beats me. I don't know everything that was going on through that kid's head. I'm kind of curious where the source of Fujisaki's complex lies. I know where it lies. I'm not gonna say. Alright, let's get moving. Huh? Already? We're not going to learn anything by staying put. We need to examine this case from many different angles. I get that, but if you understand, then start moving. He's more than a little pushy, huh? It's like he thinks he has me on a leash. We need to find Fujisaki's note, which might be in her trash can. Okay. Alright, we'll investigate here next. Huh? Does this room have anything to do with the murder? Use your head. Where's the fun in relying on others for everything? Oh, fucking Togami. I fucking hate you. Okay. Holy crap, we can investigate a lot of things. There's also nothing was used in murder. There's a bunch of rope. Wait, is this the thing that I can investigate? What can I investigate over here? Yeah, I can investigate this thing. What does this have to do with anything? It's a lifesaver, worthless piece of junk. Oh, look at there. I got a Monokuma medal. Oh, the key. The thingies. Let's look at these. As you recall, you need to use your Electro ID on this card reader to open the door, don't you? Is there something you're not sure about? Then why don't you ask Monokuma directly? As soon as the words left his mouth, Togami clapped his hands twice. How may I be of service? Has Togami tamed Monokuma? It seems Nagi has a question for you. Sure, sup? About these card readers. The card readers only respond to your guys' Electro IDs. But watch out, you can only enter the changing room that corresponds to the Electro ID's owner's gender. You also said it was impossible for 2 people to enter together, did you not? Any sexual terrorist attempting to do so gets shot at. Will find themselves with far more orifices than they can fill, courtesy of Mr. Gatling Gun up there. It's also against the rules to lend your Electro ID to someone else, isn't it? Jao, sweet. Jao, ja, we, see. Whatever. If that's the case, then only girls can enter the women's changing room, and only guys can enter the men's. Which is to say, since we found Fujisaki's body in the women's changing room... Oy vey, I can see right through you, Nagi. You can see right through me? This is what you were thinking, isn't it? Since the corpse was discovered in the woman's changing room, the culprit had to have gone inside. In other words, one of the girls killed her. But you're just reaching for the low-hanging fruit. Is that wrong? Take a good close look at the school rules. This is what they say. You are forbidden from lending your Electro ID to anyone. The rules prohibit the act of lending, but not of borrowing. Yo ho ho! I expect no less from a child of the Togami group. You found the loophole in the rule. This is you we're talking about. I'm sure you left the loophole on purpose to make things more interesting. Oh, you didn't even break a sweat. You're kicking all sorts of ass today. Here's a freebie. Not only can the dead not defend themselves, they don't even count as people. If you catch my drift. Hold on, you said there was a loophole. But doesn't borrowing someone's Electro ID also count as them lending it to you? You're making me sleepy. Take a cue from Togami over here and put a little punch into your words. As punishment, I'm giving you the cold shoulder. Q&A's over. Think for yourself. Oh, fucking hell. I suppose I had no choice. My slightly disappointing partner in crime, I'll explain in his stead. Come on, we're going to the entrance hall. The entrance hall? You'll see when we get there. No ammo. Loaded card reader into your Electro ID you can find in the ammunition menu. Alright. What do we need here? Well, here we are. What is it you wanted me to see here, Togami? I guess I'm on my own. Alright, let's look. I guess I can investigate this. What's this? The door is blockaded by an enormous slab of metal adorned with some strange-looking machines. Alright, let's look at the Gatling guns, I guess? It's a security camera with a gun-looking thing attached. That's really freaking intimidating. Does it say the same thing? Yeah, okay, what else can I investigate over here? I can talk to Togami. I can investigate the monitor. And I'm pretty sure I can investigate whatever the hell this thing is. What is this thing? I don't remember. There's a letterbox here. Maybe there's something inside. Are these Electro IDs? Not just one, but 3. Why here of all places? Sounds like you found them. What? You knew these were here? I just recently happened upon them myself. It seems Electro IDs are returned to this letterbox when their owners die. So you're saying these Electro IDs belong to Enoshima, Kuwata, and Mizuno? You have eyes. Use them. I grabbed one of the Electro IDs and tried turning it on. And it worked, didn't it? You just happened to grab Mizuno's. Yeah, there we go. You were right. This is Mizuno's Electro ID. Now you understand what we meant when we were talking about the loophole in the rule? Yeah, I think so. Borrowing, okay. So this is what he was talking about. Yeah, loaded Electro IDs in your Electro ID. Oh, that's a little weird, but... Anyways, you can find it in your ammunition menu. What happened? Is something wrong? That's strange. One of these Electro IDs won't boot up. You mean it's broken? Whose is it? The other Electro ID says it belongs to Junko Enoshima. So that means the broken one is Kuwata's? In that case, I'm not surprised. With how many baseballs that slammed into it. Slammed with baseballs. Yeah, because that's how he was murdered. The memory of that moment came rushing back. Of the horrid execution that took his life. Of that tasteless production the puppet master made. Of the end of a human being's life. Alright, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me either if it broke after all that. Whoa, whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa! What's your problem? Your Electro ID is a key item integral to your life here in the academy. There's no good thinking smacking it around with a few balls or anything is gonna break it. But it actually... I said it won't, so it won't! It can easily withstand having a 10-ton anvil dropped on it and 100 meters below sea level as cake. Doesn't matter how many baseballs you throw at it, it's not gonna break. No way, Jose! However, even the almighty Electro ID has one weakness. Weakness? That's classified. Can't have you going around breaking yours because I blurted it out. So Kuwata unwittingly stumbled upon this weakness and broke his Electro ID. Who knows? If you ask me, I don't think his Electro ID is broken. Who knows, though? And then Monokuma disappeared, leaving us to ponder the meaning of his extremely suggestive commentary. What was that all about? Monokuma says Kuwata's Electro ID isn't broken, but we have it right here and it won't start up. It's not all that important. At the very least, it doesn't have anything to do with the murder. Is it really irrelevant? Something tells me that might not be the case. I mean, it has to have a battery, right? So maybe someone just took the battery out? Well, that should do it for the preliminary work. I'd say it's time we started doing some real investigation and ripping the mask off this psychopath. You mean whoever killed Fujisaki? Not exactly. What? Not exactly? What the fuck do you... I don't like you! You're annoying! Just tell me what you mean! Oh my god. Well, yes, I do want to find the culprit. To be more precise, what I really want to do is uncover Genocider Shou's true identity. So you really think Genocider Shou killed Fujisaki? Of course I do. There's no doubt in my mind the culprit is Genocider Shou. Genocider Shou is that homicidal maniac, right? Who else would it be? He's a villainously brutal and demented serial killer. He chooses his victims at random and without warning. The police can't find a pattern. The internet has dubbed the suspect of the serial murder cases Genocider's Show. The idea that his victims number in the thousands is obviously just an urban legend. But still, you're saying that one of us is that psychopathic serial killer? Precisely. But that's insane! I have undeniable proof, and I'm going to show that to you. Is that all you say? Yeah, it's all you say. Okay. I can say with certainty. With certainty? Really? When we're done here, I'm going to take you somewhere and show you proof that it was Genocider's Show who killed Chihiro Fujisaki. Proof? Does he actually have proof? Hey, guys! I don't know who the fuck that was, but there's trouble! Help! We're busy. Get out of here. It's an emergency! An emergency! Help, please! Asahina, whoa, bro, what's going on? Seriously. It's an emergency! An emergency! Help! Please help! Asahina, relax. But it's an emergency! What's the emergency? Fukawa's in trouble. She's acting funny. Actually, she's been acting funny. What do you want to do, Togami? Toku Fukawa, huh? I am a little concerned about her. Let's go see how she's doing. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself. I have to say, I didn't expect that. I totally thought he'd blow her off. Come on, hurry, hurry! Hold on, Asahina! It looks like she was heading for the dorms. Probably Fukawa's bedroom. Got it! Alright, Fukawa's bedroom. Fukawa's bedroom. Asahina said Fukawa had some sort of emergency. Okay, so let's talk to Asahina. Boobs! Goddamn. Sheesh, you guys are such slowpokes! You're just too fast. So, what's the problem? After what happened in the changing room, me and Ishimaru brought Fukawa to her room to rest. A little while later, I thought I'd check up on her. But she was acting kind of strange. She absolutely refused to leave her room, and she was mumbling all sorts of weird things. What do you mean weird? Why don't you try talking to her yourself? All right. It's making me scared, but let's just go in. I guess I'll just try the bell. Ding dong. The door just slid open without a sound. Hi. You okay? Whoa! The negative aura that spilled through the crack in the door almost knocked me off my feet. What? Oh, well, Asahina was worried about you because you locked yourself in here. Leave me alone. Would you at least open the door for me? I won't let her run free. Huh? I will not let Genocider's Show run free! Alright. She slammed the door in my face. What the fuck? What? She was like that when I came by earlier, too. Wow, that's really weird. I'll banish that accursed homicidal maniac! I thought Genocider's Show was a boy. I have no idea what she's going on about. But I was scared to just leave her like that, so I tried forcing the door open. But it looks like she's barricaded the door and I couldn't get it open any further. Fukawa's so frightened she barricaded herself in her room. Does she have the same idea as Togami? That it was the serial killer Genocider's Show who murdered Fujisaki. Is that why she's so scared? I'm really worried about her. I wonder if there's anyone who can talk her out of there. Togami! Togami, you little bitch. You actually have a use. Hey, Togami, would you mind giving it a shot? See if maybe you can convince her to leave her room. I suppose. Huh? You'll try talking to her, Togami? I'm surprised. You actually can be nice sometimes. And you may have just fucked up our chances. Without a word, Togami approached the door and placed his finger on the intercom. Ding dong. A few moments later, she's gonna get really happy. Alright. Leave me alone! For God's sake, Togami! It's Togami. I'm sorry, I couldn't keep our promise. But you don't need to worry. I won't let her run free! I won't let Genocider's Show run free anymore! What? And then she closed the door. What the fuck? Even Togami couldn't do it. There's nothing we can do about it. Let's get back to the investigation. But hold on a second! What did Fukawa mean by our promise? Promise? Hell if I know. Probably just another one of her delusions. But I said I don't know. Let Asahina deal with Fukawa. Yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Let's go. Who was texting me furiously? Anyways, without even waiting for a response, Togami started walking away. Togami! I frantically pursued him. Why are you sticking to him? Just leave. No matter how many times I tried calling to him along the way, he didn't so much as look back at me, let alone respond. He simply marched forward, not stopping until he reached his destination. The library? What are you waiting for? Go inside. Alright. You actually invited me in. Looky there. Alright, what do you have to say? That is not what I wanted. Oh, there's something there. Try again. Here? Archives? Is that what you want me to? That's not what I fucking wanted. Wanted to investigate the door. As I recall, this door leads to the archives, right? Go on in. So, the proof is here? You'll see. Ugh, Togami. Why? Oh, God, there's a lot of books in here. Like, a lot of books. Holy, that's a lot of documents. This place takes Dusty to a whole new level. I believe you'll find there's enough valuable information in this room to warrant putting up with the dusts. Alright, what can I investigate? I can investigate this little lamp down here, it looks like. What's this doing? Hey, I recognize this desk lamp. Yeah, it's the one Togami always uses. It's just like the one Togami was using in the other room. It's a lamp. What of it? There was another one of these here that I brought into the library proper. The lighting is dismal in there, and so it's necessary to read. Oh, I just got me a Monokuma medal. Alright. Whatever works. Alright. The shelf is packed edge to edge with files. I reached out and picked one at random. A fine choice. Huh? That's a copy of a case file from a certain country's national archives concerning the assassination of one of their presidents. They're planning at long last to unveil it 30 years from now. Just don't come running to me when you become a target for learning that information early. I silently returned the file to its place on the shelf. Probably a good idea. Alright, well, looks like I can investigate whatever's down here as well. It's an empty wooden box. From the markings and the dust, I guess there used to be something in here. Do you know what used to be in this box? There was an extension cord in there. I brought it to the library. An extension cord. Alright. Yeah, because if there's dust, which means that there was dust on top of what was ever in there, so someone had to take it out. Had to have taken it out, and the only one that's gone in there is Togami, so. The shelf is full of notebooks and folders. I wonder what's in them. Those files are dangerous. Dangerous? That shelf contains detailed data on the people who run the world. It's info civilians should never know. You mean like about members of the Diet? I mean the people controlling them, the true ruling class. If you don't mind being erased, go ahead, take a look. You'll find a lot of surprising names in there. You're joking, right? Care to find out? Just to be safe, I'll abstain. That's probably a good idea. Alright, what did I not investigate? I investigated the lamp, the box, that. I can investigate whatever the hell's behind Togami, I guess. The bookshelf is packed tight with thick files. Allow me to give you a word of warning before you decide whether or not to look at those. This shelf contains hundreds, if not thousands, of case files, crime scene photos, and all, including some that a normal person wouldn't be able to handle seeing. Just a warning. What do you mean, unable to handle? Every single one of those are cold case files. Internal confidential police documents that would, under normal circumstances, never see the light of day. Huh? So, have you come to appreciate how extraordinary these archives are? This room is the reason I was so interested in the library. Confidential police and government documents, things that would never be available publicly, fill the room. It's glorious. You weren't joking. You have this terrible habit of deciding things must be false if they don't fit your view of reality. I have no idea how you can even expect me to believe all this is real. And anyway, who could have collected all this, and how could they have done it? Either Kibogami Academy is just that influential, or the puppet master just didn't want me getting bored. I can't do it. I can't keep up with him. This is just too outrageous. What, do you still not believe me? I'd like to know how you can. Any normal person couldn't. What is normal? Normal, average, simple, they do not exist. If you can't comprehend that, you can't possibly understand the fundamental precepts of this world. My ears are starting to hurt. My throat's starting to hurt. I don't like all this talking. You're also basing your comment on what you consider common sense. Don't apply your pedestrian common sense to someone in my position. The documents here are without question legitimate. Having seen them before... Wait, you said you've seen these before. But these are all highly classified documents, aren't they? Then why? My house has a reading room in it, much like these archives, though it's not nearly as small and dusty. What? Members of the Togami family have full, unrestricted access to government data. And not just domestically either. Why? How? Do you remember what I said earlier about the true ruling class? The Togami family is a part of that. No noble blood flows through my veins, blood that will one day have me sitting at the top of the world. As one of those rulers, it is necessary for me, too, to have a vast wealth of knowledge about the world. So whenever I have the time, I would read whatever documents or records interest me. And that is why I can say with absolute certainty that the files here are unquestionably real. This is no longer a question of whether I believe or not. I'm starting to think Togami is infinitely more terrifying than the Puppet Master. The things that interest me for the most were police case files for unresolved crimes. Ever since I was young, one of my hobbies has been looking at unsolved case files. It was a great way to work my mind, and I solved more than a few cases while I was at it. Lately, there has been one case I've had a particular fascination with. The Genocider Show's serial killings. As he spoke, Togami pulled a single file from one of the shelves. This is that file. Every report filed on the Genocider Show case is right here. Because there's so much of it, I'll just give you a summary of the most important information. To start off, there are two unique characteristics to the Genocider Show murders. First, Genocider Show always writes bloodbath fever in the victim's blood somewhere at the crime scene. And second, what else is? Genocider Show's victims are all crucified. The phrase bloodbath fever in the victim's blood and crucifixion, that's just like what happened to Fujisaki. Yeah. Hold on to your surprise, the interesting part has yet to come. The second characteristic, that he crucifies his victims, is only known to those at the very highest levels of law enforcement. The media hasn't been given that information. What? What I'm saying is, his bloody calling card is public knowledge and anyone could find out about it, but only the upper echelon of the police and Genocider Show himself know about the crucifixions. Now, back to Fujisaki's body. There's a lot of weird stuff going on there. She was, as I recall, propped up as if she had been crucified. Yep. Sadly. So the question becomes, how did the killer know that particular detail of Genocider Show's MO? And that's where the problem lies. But there's an easy answer. The culprit was not a copycat, but Genocider Show himself. This is my proof that someone here is actually Genocider Show. Then it's true? Someone here is a demented serial killer? This case has gotten rather interesting, hasn't it? Who would have expected we had an infamous homicidal maniac participating in this game? I suggest you look over this file yourself, Naegi. I'm sure you'll find plenty of useful information in it. If you come begging and crying, I'll consider showing it to you. Wow, you're a dick? And I'm sorry if my voice acting got slowly slower, my throat slower and less emotional. One, that was a lot of fucking reading in like one go. And two, my throat really hurts. This is the third episode of Danganronpa I've recorded, and you've seen how much Monokuma's been in the last couple episodes. So, I'm gonna end the episode here. I don't know how much more of this murder I can handle, because I'm pretty sure, I thought I knew who killed her, but at this point, I really don't know if what I've been told is right, or how it could be right, so now I'm getting scared. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Danganronpa. In the next episode, we're going to continue the investigation, hopefully. I'll see you guys in the next video. Keep calm and party conservatively.